upon a time, she was at the peak of her engineering, management and business career. And now she finds herself as the owner-operator of a very successful skincare and beauty company, which is organic. And joining us today is Kristy Alexander and our lifestyle correspondent, Geretha Terrell. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You have a fascinating story. I mean, it really is fascinating to go from engineering management to the owner-operator of an organic skincare company. Okay,
right.
Tell us all about it.
Well, you know, the journey actually started years ago for me. I always say chemistry is my first love, and when I was 15 years old in chemistry class back in the Caribbean, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, we analyzed face powder, and I said, this is what I want to do. So I decided then that I wanted to one day start a cosmetics company, and I actually started off in chemical engineering first on that journey, but life happened and I kind of transitioned into physics for undergrad and then industrial engineering for grad school, and then worked in engineering and business and management for about 10.5 years. And I was being promoted every couple of years with the company. It was going really well, but I knew I didn't want to retire there. And so I was up for another promotion, and it just didn't feel like the right move for me. And so a week before they actually announced the promotion, I knew it was coming. I turned in my resignation. And
wow.
Yes.
Big step.
Yes. And I loved to travel. I loved living with locals and helping people. And so I went on an 11-month mission trip to 11 countries. And while I was in Thailand, which was the 5th country in that trip, I worked with an organization that helped end human trafficking. And so they helped rescue the women, and they also housed them and also employed them. And so I lived with the women, and that's when my heart just broke for the cause. And I realized that this could have been me if I faced different situations, and, you know, it was born in a different part of the world, or even right here in the US, it happens to. And so I just knew I needed to do something to help those women. And so my passion for creating skincare kind of combined with the passion for helping these women, and Apple Rose Beauty was born. And it's actually named after 2 of the victims I met. Their names were Apple and Rose.
Incredible.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Yeah. So your background, obviously, in engineering has helped you in multiple situations.
Yes.
But your skincare itself is all natural products. How did you find where to source them and what to use? And I mean, it's a different structure.
Right, right. And so, you know, growing up in the Caribbean, my parents were big on natural remedies for everything. My dad had an organic garden, and so we were used to mixing concoctions for our hair, skin, everything.
Oh, really?
And so I just had a passion for it from a very young age, and so did a lot of research and study throughout the years. When I did decide to launch my company, I did partner with a couple cosmetic scientists to really get the formulation down. But there are a lot of ingredients that I'm really familiar with from my Caribbean background. So we have cayenne and coconut, there's turmeric in some of the products. So there are a lot of ingredients that I'm really familiar with, that I grew up with.
Are any of them active? I mean, do you have to keep your products in a refrigerator or something?
There are a lot of active ingredients in there,
Right.
but they don't have very short shelf life. So they're about 2-year shelf
Oh,
life.
wow, that's good.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
don't have to be refrigerated. I mean, you do have to be careful to not have it in extreme temperatures, or too hot or too cold, but they don't have to be pampered like being in the refrigerator.
Now, you've got a range of goodies in front of us which look fantastic. Do you have just the best sellers, the ones that people always go for?
Yes, so the best seller is our vitamin C serum, and it also has hyaluronic acid in it, so I call it a super serum. And it helps with lots of different issues. It helps with dark circles under the eyes, fine lines and wrinkles, sunspots, age spots, any type of hyperpigmentation on the skin. It also helps with acne scars. And so the vitamin C is the part that helps with the hyperpigmentation, and then the hyaluronic acid helps with those fine lines and wrinkles. It's something that our bodies produce naturally, and it holds up to 1,000 times its weight in moisture. And so this is, as you age, it also loses moisture, which is why our skin gets drier.
Tell me about it.
As we age. So this is putting that back in and kind of improving the collagen in the skin and the elasticity.
Because I think one of the myths around is that hydration and moisturization are totally different. And you can moisture well, but is your skin actually getting the hydration?
Yes.
So you do need specific ingredients in your lotions to make sure you get the hydration.
Yes, and the hyaluronic acid is one of those ingredients that give you that deep hydration. There are a lot of companies now that people probably see it in their commercials, where they have them in lotions for the body now as well, to get that deep hydration.
I need to bathe in it.
Yeah, it is important.
Yes. And my favorite product actually is the turmeric and aloe moisturizing treatment. So it's a really nice moisturizer. I struggled for a long time with combination oily skin. So I'm oily in the T-zone, but I need a little bit more moisture for the, the other parts of my skin. And I would find that over-the-counter moisturizers either left me too dry or too oily. They just didn't create that balance. And so this product does just that. It creates that balance, and it leaves your skin with a nice healthy glow, but it's not greasy or oily. It's just really soft and smooth.
That's
silky soft. Yes.
And they all smell so delicious too.
Yes,
They really do. So if people want to find out more about your products and you, how do they find you?
They can find us on our website. It's applerosebeauty.com. We also are partnered with Rethreaded here in Jacksonville, so our products are at their boutique. We're one of their Freedom partners.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming in. It's a real pleasure to see you, to find out more about Apple Rose Beauty, and to see your lovely line of products.
I did also want to say that's locally, but in Atlanta, we also just launched at Macy's in Lenox Mall. So if anyone is
congratulations.
Thank you. They can
that's
find
fantastic.
us there.
That really is. And if you'd like to know any more details about Apple Rose Beauty, go to applerosebeauty.com.